Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures. Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan's offense will get first crack at it today. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the 1st. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down. Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play. After the run, now to throw. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Fakes the grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Well, you love to see this on the 1st drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They'll go right back to it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Ninth play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Breaks into the open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking to pass from the red zone. A little screen to the running back. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Stanford's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right. Speed, sideline to sideline, blitzing, so much versatility. Good luck.
Caught near the sticks. It's Irvin. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The give from the gun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the fourth down.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Let's see what he can do with it. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. On the run, it's Haynes. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Pulls it in. It's Marshall. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Good play call on defense. Third down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up fourth.
He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give out of the gun. Running to Green. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Oh, he's got a chance. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Brown wants to pass. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They boot it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Slings it downfield. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort, and that's what helped the defender swat it away.
So now it's 2nd and long. Power football with the run. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Takes a handoff. It's Marshall. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Off play action. With the catch, it's Marshall. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
They'll go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got a man. It's McCulley. And he's knocked down.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Looking to the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the boot.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll give it to the back. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it? He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that. But if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads it left. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'd be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator comes out and shows the defense the same look, but this time sends the receiver to the middle of the field. Might catch the defense off guard.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Klein. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They just keep firing. Moving away from pressure. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Brown will throw it, using the quick game. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the back. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
They've got the screen set up. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Snags it on the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Stanford Stadium.
Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Ford. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Brown wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 48.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Spits it out to the back. That's reeled in. It's 4. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Rides the back and leaves it. Inside the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. Got the quick completion. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Brown wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll go to the toss. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Give to the running back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Underwood. Hauls it in. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. The give to the tailback. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Haynes. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They've put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the pummeling has started.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ford. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Got it set up on the outside, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Brown will throw it. Blasted as he lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Trying play action. Quick strike complete. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Lost one deep down the right side. Makes a catch, first down, and maybe a lot more. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He wants to throw it again. Finds his tight end.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Brown wants to pass. He's got the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Using his legs, it's Ford. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. Off the play fake. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's third and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And this young signal caller is playing well beyond his years. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, and this guy's virtually unstoppable.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're facing a 3rd down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's McCulley. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.